What's going on, you guys? Today I'm really excited to show you the new Bestech Thyra, designed by Kombu, also known as Gregor Skrabarski. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. And as always, if you're interested in buying the Thyra, or maybe there's something else in your wish list, be sure to check out my buddies over at whitemountainknives.com and use my promo code SHARPAF, one word, to get 10% off. They also have free shipping on all US orders. And the Thyra is currently on sale, so you'll save almost $100 at White Mountain Knives with my coupon compared to other knife sites. So Bestech is a reputable Chinese manufacturer that has OEM'd in the past for the likes of Kershaw and SOG, so even if you've never heard of them, it's very possible you have one of their knives in your collection. And they offer a wide variety of knives, from budget knives to higher-end premium knives. And the Thyra is one of their more premium knives, and it also comes with a premium price tag. But first, I'll give you the specs, and then I'll show you the different variations and prices. So one of the main design aspects is that there's a line that flows from the handle through the inlaid bolster and is even represented on the blade with the grind line. It's a titanium Framelock flipper with M390 blade steel. It's a drop point style blade, and this version has a horizontal satin finish. The blade thickness is 0.15 inches. The blade length is 3.56 inches. The handle length is 4.74 inches, and the overall length is 8.3 inches. And it weighs 4.37 ounces. They removed some of the handle material underneath to help out with the weight. It opens with the flipper tab and has a ceramic ball bearing pivot. And as I said before, it's a frame lock. It has a good action with a strong detent. The blade drops pretty fast to your thumb, but for me it drops down and then takes one little shake to shut. The pocket clip is tip up, right side only. It is not deep carry, and here's what it looks like in your pocket. So the version I bought is the retro blue handle with the red copper bolster inlay and the satin finish. This version is selling right now on Blade HQ and Knife Center for $338. On White Mountain Knives, it's on sale for $270. And with my promo code, it comes down to $243. So it's about $95 cheaper on White Mountain Knives compared to other popular knife sites, although it's still an expensive knife. For the same starting price of $270, there's a gray titanium handle with a carbon fiber bolster, or a bronze stonewashed titanium handle with the carbon fiber bolster. And both of those versions have the satin M390 blade. For a little bit cheaper, $244 before my promo code, you can get the bronze stonewashed titanium handle with the carbon fiber inlay with a black stonewash blade, or the retro green handle with the copper bolster and a two-tone finish on the blade, satin and black stonewash. And we've got two expensive versions left. For $407, you can get the gray titanium handle with a Timascus bolster and Timascus pocket clip. And the most expensive version is $543 that also has the Timascus but with a Damasteel blade. So a lot of premium materials on that version. And that one is actually $679 on Blade HQ and Knife Center. So all of these versions are substantially cheaper on White Mountain Knives. Alright, so that's all the different options. Quite a few, and now I'm out of breath. But let me know in the comments if you think I picked a good one, or which one of those you like the best. I think the one I picked looks pretty cool. Alright, so let's get into my likes and dislikes. I really like the design. It's very visually appealing. I like the way the lines flow, and even the way the beveled edges on the handle trace each other, and the way the pocket clip matches up with the center of the line. I mean, if you're a lover of symmetry, or are mildly OCD, I think you'll really like this design. And I think the retro colors on the titanium turned out very cool. And it's a pretty unique design. It's made with premium quality materials. M390 and titanium are awesome, and for the price of the base versions of around $240, it's comparable in price to other knives made with those materials. But I'd always like for my knives to be a little cheaper. It's fidgetable. There's not a lot of variety of deployment methods, but what it does do, it does really well, and it's fun and effective. The action is good, and with a strong detent, it's very reliable. I've had no failures to deploy. The blade flies out of there almost like a switchblade or a spring-assisted knife. And even though this isn't a knife I would necessarily buy for a self-defense knife, the reliability of the action definitely instills confidence in the user should the need arise. You know it's going to perform as expected. And the last thing, I like these flipper tabs that double as a place to put your index finger when you choke up. This reminds me of one of the Finch knives I'll be doing a review on hopefully soon. Okay, so dislikes. The flipper tab is too small and pointy, and that's never a fun criticism to receive. There is some jimping, and there's enough there that I don't slip off with the light switch method. It does a good job of that. Okay, the next thing. This groove right here in the handle, I want the handle to fill my hand, and this groove does the opposite. So I end up with a lot of empty space in the middle of my palm, and a lot of pressure from the corner of the handle right here. And you're definitely going to feel that. When I choke up, it feels a lot better, but I do have to choke up pretty far for that to line up right. And it's not a huge deal for me and my everyday carry uses, but for long-term or heavy use, it might not be the most comfortable handle. And the last thing. The way they represented the continuous line onto the blade grind makes it very thick in the middle. Now, I don't have one of those fancy measurement pincher things yet, but the blade goes from a sharp edge to a thick center pretty quick. So it's not the thinnest or sliciest blade ever, but for me and my uses, it's not a big deal, but I at least wanted to point that out. And it was still very sharp and effective out of the box. Overall though, I really like it. I'm normally more of a budget guy myself, but this one caught my eye and I'm really glad I pulled the trigger. And this is one I'm going to keep for my collection. Let me know what you guys think about the Bestech Thyra in the comments. Stay tuned for size comparisons and don't forget to like and subscribe. That's it for me guys, thanks for watching.